if I had to pick two areas that were growing in terms of demand, in terms of people that industry needing people, government needing people, nonprofits needing people with experience, cloud would be number one.
Right.
Probably second would be forensics. And if you're doing cloud forensics, that's like a double whammy. My friend Ken Hartman, who I'd speak at my conference, does a lot of cloud forensics. But we're needing more and more cloud people out there. And I'll tell you, I've learned more about the cloud in the last 6 months just because it used to be that the cloud was the cloud. Now in most places, the cloud is the default.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, no, it is. And I mean, as you know, everyone's kind of worked every company, organization, 99% of them have gone to either a hybrid of the cloud or directly to the cloud.
Absolutely.
So, asking that question right now, what certifications would you recommend?
That's a good question because the cloud's so much newer and I'm not familiar with all the certifications. However, that said, the two that I have seen specifically requested are, I'm going to get this one wrong, but it's the one from ISC Squared.
Okay.
And it's ISC Squared paired up with the Cloud Security Alliance. They have a certification. They've gone together. Now it's a fairly high level certification. It's not hands-on. It's not overly technical. They break the cloud into 14 different domains, including governance, including applications, including there's 14 different domains, including regulatory compliance. So high level overview. I see that one, and I can't remember its name right now, but it's the one from ISC Squared. If you go to IS.
Yeah, is that one the CCSP?
It's the CCSP, yes.
Yeah, Certified Cloud Security Professional.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking of sitting in a class for that to learn more about that at the ISC Squared Security Congress this year, but it ended up being virtual, and so I didn't do it. They didn't have as much training.
Okay. Now I want to add that into because you're saying Amazon, they have their certifications. All right, the AWS certified security specialist. So
yep.
There's a path that way, and I think Google has their own path too, right?
There's a platform specific ones as well.
Right.
And if we take a look at the big three cloud providers, they're definitely Amazon Web Services first, by far. By far, they're number one. Very, very simply, not by a long stretch. Number two and number three are Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And then Google. Google is the third, but they're gaining.
Right.
So any specific certifications for those are good. Now, there are some other up-and-coming cloud providers. There's more than you can think of out there, actually, including Alibaba. Alibaba is starting to grow a lot.
Okay.
Oracle Cloud, and they have some name for it besides Oracle Cloud, is growing. But the specific ones, the platform-specific or cloud-specific ones are good as well. Absolutely.
Right.
And what I see mentioned a lot more and more are the SANS Institute certifications.
Okay.
I'm a little biased here because I do some work for them, and my friends have developed some of those certifications.
Okay.
But we're starting to see more for the cloud because the cloud is simply more important.
Well, what I'm finding on my side is there's actually a shortage too of qualified, certified cloud security experts because there's just so much demand, right?
Mm-hmm. So a friend of mine, Dave Shackelford, Dave speaks at RSA pretty much every year, some cloud topic. He always finds work every single time he gives a talk. Now, he's a consultant, right? So he usually picks up one or two new clients every year. If he was a full-time employee, he'd be getting full-time job offers.
Right.
Right? It's a very hireable skill, a very desirable skill.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I mean, I think, to answer that gentleman's question, when you're looking at the cloud, if you want to move over right now, I think this is like the best time to do it.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I know for our company, There's been several times where people have been looking for a full-time, Azure, Amazon, Google Cloud expert to work in-house, and we have to send them to recruiters, and the recruiters are having a hard time finding people.
My friends working in the cloud space, if they're consultants, they have more work. They're picking and choosing what they want to do. If they're full-time, they're getting job offers they don't want to get sometimes.
Right.
They're happy doing what they're doing, but if they weren't, there's a lot of opportunity there right now.